What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bo. Today we're gonna go over the whole exterior conversion. I'm gonna show you what we need to get the 1999 R34 GTT to looking like a R34 GTR. And because I do really enjoy the GTR's exterior, it's super clean, and the ztune front end is definitely one of my favorites. The first thing you will need is a GTR R34 front crash bar. And with that being said, this whole unit here will be switching out with the GTT unit. It is a little bit different, and you can use the GTT unit, but it does require some trimming right here so the GTR bumper can go on. And the second thing you need is the bumper bracket, and the bumper bracket pretty much holds up the GTR bumper instead of the GTT, and it is a little bit different. The third thing that you would need is a GTT hood latch. This hood latch, it is a little bit longer than the GTT, but what you can do is cut the bottom section, or you can drill a new hole to match up to the holes for the GTT frame. Another thing needed for the headlights and the front bumper is the headlight brackets. You do need the GTR headlight brackets as well as the headlight bumper retaining clip. So the front bumper retaining clips, you'll need these two pieces. The top piece with the rubber grommet is you'll definitely need it, because this will be a seal between the front bumper and the hood. And this piece pretty much goes on like this. Okay, so now we're moving on to the fender section. On the R34 GTR fenders, if you're looking for an OEM application, you do need this OEM clip. It pretty much acts as a spacer to pretty much mount right here, so your OEM GTR fenders can bolt onto it without any spaces. But if you are looking to upgrade to a ztune style fender, you do not need this clip, and the ztune style fender should bolt right straight on into your chassis. So as far as the hood goes, all you really need is a R34 GTR hood hinge. So now we're moving to the sides. For the fenders, I went with the ztune style fender. With the ztune style fenders, you do not need the side fender extension piece. Usually if you do go with the OEM application, you do need a side extension piece that goes right here. For the side skirts, I went with the OEM GTR R34 side skirts. They are fiberglass replacements, but I do love to use the best quality stuff for the build, so I definitely went with the OEM side skirts. So for the side skirt extensions, I did go with the OEM Nismo style as well for the best possible fit. So the hardest part to do the whole conversion is definitely on the rear quarter panel. As you can see on the R34 GTR quarter panels, it's definitely much more thick. So there's a couple ways to go about this. Usually people go with a fiberglass over fender kit, and they pretty much go over the stock rear quarter panels and just bond it, pretty much paint over it. But since we're doing this the right way, what I'm doing is I bought a OEM GTR quarter panel, and I'm going to cut and spot weld this whole quarter panel onto my existing chassis for the cleanest look and for the smoothest OEM lines. So now you must be asking, what about the gas cap? And I definitely didn't cheap out, and I went with the OEM GTR R34 gas cap as well. So that way, the car will definitely look complete and clean. So now we're on to the rear tail end section of the vehicle. On the R34 GTT, they do not have the hump right here. And so what I did is I definitely got the R34 GTR tail end covers to pretty much have the whole rear end complete and have the body line slide out correctly. So now we're moving on to the last bits of the whole GTR exterior look, and that is the rear bumper. And for this section, I could have just stuck with the US rear bumper, but I definitely went the extra mile and got an OEM GTR rear bumper. To top off the icing on the cake, I sourced this M-Spec rear bumper from the Motherlands. The rear bumper is going to complete the whole entire GTR look of the car. So as far as the wing goes, I definitely went with the aftermarket Voltex wing. Mainly due to the fact that the OEM GTR wing is super expensive, and I couldn't find one in good condition for a good price. And I'm also going to run a dual-up depth wheel trunk for a much cleaner wingless look. And that pretty much completes the whole exterior conversion guide for the R34 GTT to the R34 GTR look. So that's it for episode 1. Be sure to check out more contents on our channel, Studio Cream Pie, and I'm out.